Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boys, Jack and Dave here. We are going to be giving our reactions to our lovely family of members here. They have bravely sent in their score predictions, their match thoughts ahead of the North London Derby, one of the last big games of this season. I'm really looking forward to this one because these are people that we speak to on a regular basis, people we'd like to consider our friends, our family, like I said, of this little small channel of ours. And so I do hope that we get some good laughs as well as maybe some good analysis from them that we usually get on our fan shows. But now we're talking to them individually. We're reacting to them after they've sent in their score predictions here. So if any time that you would like to participate in something like this in the future, feel free to grab a fan show membership like they have and join this lovely community of ours. But Dave, any little quick thoughts before we react to this to these score predictions?
No, look, it'll be interesting. Hopefully these guys can get me pumped up and revved up before I go, Jack. You know, this is what they're here to do. Well, hopefully this is what they're here to do. I know we've got some good people lined up, some interesting thoughts ahead. I can't wait. I'm excited. So let's hear what they have to say.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope that they give you that needed confidence, or who knows, maybe as, people who speak to us regularly, maybe they're not as confident this week, considering, how you and I have been. But, it is their job always to lift us up. Sometimes they're even better happy clappers than I think even I am. Some of these members. So I hope they do lift me up as well as yourself, Dave. But we're going to get it started first with just a guy who loves Spurs, Jimbo. He's got a little arm sleeve there. I think it's probably from just putting too many gooners in a headlock, before this week. So he's just resting it beforehand. Let's see what Jim has to say. Come on, Jim, start us off.
It's Jim here. It's going to be a fantastic match. I think we'll start Richie up front. I'm sure he'll start Richie. Not sure about Kuru, if he's going to be up for it the way he's been playing. But I'm going to predict it's going to be a 3-1 win. I think 1-1 at half time. Second half, we're kicking and Sonia get a brace. I think if Richie starts, he'll score with his head first half.
Oh, yes.
And I'm 100% confident we're going to win this game. I'm so confident it's unbelievable. We are going to derail the Gooners season. So come on, you Spurs.
Come on, Jim. That was a great one, Dave. We're getting the passion already from Jimbo. He's 100% confident. He's seen the win in front of him. He's even envisioned a Richarlison header, which, like I said during the channel creators predictions, I could see Dave and Richie, if that were to happen, it'd be locking heads after that header from a beautiful one from our pigeon. But yeah, Dave, he's gone for a 3-1, 1-1 at halftime, and then we go on to grab 2 more for a 3-1 win. That would be epic.
Oh, that would be absolutely epic. I mean, that would be a great day, especially if the sun was splitting the trees as well. I can hear it now full time. The Postecoglou song being rolled out. I can't wait for it. But love that passion from Jimbo. What I would say is he will be there. I'm not sure if Richarlison can score in front of him because that's what happened to his arm. The last Richarlison celebration. He got aggressive with the pigeon. In all seriousness though, Jim, I wish you a full recovery, and I can't wait to see you Sunday, my man. Let's go.
It almost looked like he was about to hurt his other arm from how passionately he grabbed, the badge there. Well done to Jim. Really love that passion there. And Dave, what you actually probably want is a sunny day, right? And it's 1-1. Maybe at 90th minute, it's a beautiful, still sunny day. But then right as sort of the reality sinks in, for the Gooners, then you want it to be an absolute downpour of rain, I think, right afterwards. So hopefully the weather forecast can also be spot on with that one. But we're going to move over to our man out in the USA. We're going over to Alan, see what he has to say. And, with him, he's going to have nice, gorgeous sunshine, maybe if we get a win on the Sunday. So big up to Alan, see what he has to say.
Hello, Dave and Jack, my friends from the venerable Irish Hotspur. This is Alan, a.k.a. Rakdos Madness from Team Tottenham Go, here with the North London Derby prediction. Just in my backyard barbecuing, actually. I'm torn with regard to the NLD, to be honest, because my heart tells me this is going to be a 3-1 loss. However, I don't listen to my heart. And not taking into account our recent performances against Newcastle and West Ham, but the one against Notts Forest, and coupled with Arsenal's recent form, which includes a 1-0 loss to Bayern Munich and a 2-0 loss at home at the Emirates to Aston Villa. My head tells me this will be a 2-2 draw. I don't like it more than you do, but I think my head has it right as a 2-2 draw. But, and that's a big but, if we can get our act together with a strong back line with VDV on the left, Dragushin and Romero in the middle, and Emerson on the right. Then I'm going to go with the 2-1 win to Spurs. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you soon. And come on, you Spurs.
Well done, Alan. Love you, man. Absolute great prediction there. And Dave, he's gone for a barbecue, this with the score prediction. I'm liking that. Maybe he can cook one up on Sunday, turn the Arsenal into some pork spare ribs of some kind, bring the ribs out, get the brisket out, have a nice full day out in California and enjoying the win. But it's very dependent on the lineup, it looks like, for Alan, right? And he has a few different sort of, outcomes in mind. He has this bit of a reality check, going on where he does, he can see us losing because Arsenal are a very good team. But he has pointed out that maybe they haven't, they've been slightly vulnerable of recent. A 2-0 loss, of course, the big, epic fallout against Bayern Munich as well. So they're not perfect of recent. They haven't been as invincible, I think, as they maybe were at other stages of this season. They're still a very good team, though. So I liked Alan. He's actually almost in a way gone for a lot of the common score predictions. A 2-2 was something we heard a lot from the channel creators. So anything to say to Alan there, Dave? Any requests, on the barbecue for him?
Well, to be honest with you, Jack, I didn't really hear much after the words barbecue. I was absolutely bamboozled. There were so many possibilities going through my mind. Ribs, chicken, jacket potatoes, grilled vegetables, it's all going through my mind. You've got me hungry now, Al, and it is approaching dinner time. So, maybe it's God sending me a message saying, Dave, you need to go and have a barbecue. But also got me thinking, Jack, I would like to bring tailgate into the Premier League games. That would be right up my alley. Avoid the pubs altogether. You know me. I'm happy once I got a glass of Coke with ice and a lemon. But a bit of tailgating, Alan's tailgating style, a bit of a barbecue, and then head into the game. That'll be absolutely ideal. But look, I do agree with him. I think it comes down to what backline that Postecoglou picks. Does he go with the old and trust in Ben Davies to put in a performance? Or does he go with something a little bit different, go with the new and go with the players that probably be here next year? Be interesting. I do think this North London derby hinges on the backline he picks.
He included Dragusin as well, so it sounds like Alan is probably a fan of the Spurs man buns of players as well, and you could see Dragusin rising for an epic header, above someone like a Gabriel to give us that go-ahead goal. And we're going to keep it moving though after Alan. Great score prediction, my friend, and really do appreciate you sending it in. And you heard David's barbecue order, so remember to keep that one ready for this Sunday pickup. And just lastly, also too, I feel like there's already enough Yank influence, in the Premier League, but tailgating is a brilliant addition, Dave. Really like that suggestion there. It's a great American tradition, I will be honest. But let's keep it moving here, and we'll see. We have Charlie up next. Let's see what Charlie has to say, our man out in Holland. And I hope that he gives us, also maybe a convincing prediction to give you that needed confidence, Davo.
What up, Dave and Jack? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And this is my predictions for the game. Had a blast on yesterday's show, and first things first, we've just lost 4-0 against Newcastle. Is this going to impact our form, or is this going to help our form? That's a question for me, or that's a question to you. Because is this going to kill our confidence, or is it going to help our confidence? Because we had a 2-week break, and the 2-week break is a long time. I think it's a bit too long. So we won't have played it long. We won't have played a lot. We've had a lot of breaks, a lot of rest, and I'm a bit scared that's going to help, that's going to negatively impact us. So please answer that if you want. If you don't want to answer it, don't do it. But then now for the game, don't have Porro, don't have a doggy, so that's scary. But I'm going for a draw. Hopefully it's going to be a draw. I don't think it will be, but I'm just going to say in the back of my mind, there's always a draw. So I'm going to go for 2-2, like the away one. So 2 points against Arsenal. I'm alright with that. We shared the points twice, and hopefully that means Arsenal won't win the league. But big up, guys. Charlie Spurs and 17 here. I'm out.
Before we take an analysis of his prediction there, do check out his new channel, Charlie Spurs and 17. Please do go support him. He is a member, of course, of our lovely community, but he does have his own channel, as does Alan from earlier as well. Team Tottenham Go. Do go check him out as well. But Dave, it felt like the moment that Charlie leaned back, all of a sudden he got very serious and was not as confident the moment that he started leaning back and thinking about the game more seriously there. And he's has that 4-0 result on the back of his head, with the Newcastle game. And he's curious and wants to ask us. And you gave an answer, I think, on the channel creators that, he wants to know whether it's going to hurt us, that really bad result, or if that could actually help us. What would you give an answer to for that?
Well, in fairness, he gave us the option not to answer it as well, so I'm going to revoke that right now. I'm only messing with you, Charlie. I'll always answer it, my man. And look, when it comes to this, I do get what you're saying about the 4-0 loss, and a lot of people sort of have that fear and that nervousness, right, Jacko? But for me, I go back to like when I used to play and stuff like that. If you come off the back of a humbling like that and you've got your rivals coming up and you've got 2 weeks, your manager's working you down to the ground. There's no laughing, there's no smiling, especially for the first week. You're getting back to basics and you're going to train hard and stuff like that. Also, as a player, you've got to be motivated. There's no hiding place in this North London derby. The fans will have their criticisms and they will be heard, especially after a North London derby. So it's up to them to go out and perform. And I do think there'll be a real hunger inside, the coaching staff and also the players to sort of put things right. Now, of course, there's one thing having hunger and there's one thing executing it on the day, right? So it does. Look, Arsenal are a very good team this year. Let's give them a bit of credit. That kills me. They're a tough team to beat. They do say, Jack, hungry dogs run faster. We're hungry and we're dogged. So let's bloody go.
Let's bloody go indeed, Dave. And I hope we get, a huge result. And I hope Charlie, some of his, predictions at least go right, that Spurs do show up, that Spurs do take it seriously, that we do turn things around here. And also as well, like a draw, I don't think in any way is at the end of the world, for Spurs. I think it could be still an okay result. When you think about the grand scheme of things, the fact that we didn't then, lose away from home at their place, cause them some torment there. And then if we were to cause them further torment in this one and have them drop points and get nervous about the title again, I think that'd be actually in a small way a bit of a success for us. I think we could look at ourselves actually as the victors of the North London derby this season. But big up to Charlie. Please, everybody, do check out his channel. Really do appreciate his support as a member. Let's go on over to this man, Sam. I'm loving his kits. I love his Spurs gear as well. See what he has to say.
It's a great hat as well.
How's it going, lads? North London derby, probably our biggest game of the season. Everyone marks it on their calendars from the off. Can we do the new Spursy thing and ruin their party? I cannot be having another we won the league at White Hart Lane. Just can't do it. Boys have got to perform. We need big performances from Sonny, Madison, Porro, the back line. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. So I'll go 2-2. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs.
Serious and straight business there from Mr. Sam Costa, 2-2. And he did bring up, right, that it has happened before in the past where Arsenal, towards the tail end of the season, they have used this North London derby as motivation to go on and win the league. We cannot give them that satisfaction. We have to be party poopers, Dave. And so he has gone for a 2-2. As much as it isn't a win, I do think that would achieve the party pooping.
Oh, look, the objective will be achieved coming out of that North London derby, just do not lose it. That's the objective. And I love that the Sam wants to redefine Spursy, let's do the new Spursy team, which is be party poopers. So absolutely love that outlook, Sam. Very clever, you should become a psychologist and maybe get in there to Tottenham and maybe put that philosophy forward as the new Spursy. Big up, Sam. Absolute great prediction. Hopefully we avoid the Desmond. I would prefer a win, Sam. But great prediction, and thank you very much, my man.
I loved how him and Charlie were also very serious. It was straight business from them with their predictions as well. Very good. But we're going to move swiftly into our man, Sean. Love this guy. He's been so good to us on these fan shows. Also, usually has such great analysis as well. But it's North London derby time. Let's see how Sean's feeling ahead of this one. Come on. Give it to us, Sean. See what you have to say.
The OG segment.
Hey, Spurs fans. It's Sean here with my prediction for the North London derby. I'm going to go with a 4-1. Again, I'm not 100% confident that we can keep a clean sheet, especially kind of with our makeshift back line. But again, I think the subs will come through. And I have a feeling Ange will get them kind of firing. I think if we can kind of strengthen that midfield battle, and with Richie potentially healthy in that striker role, I think we should get the offense going this week.
Sean, Dave, he's given us a 4-1. Love this guy, and he's replaced or in some way has matched a Dermatron type energy with the score prediction there, the added confidence. But he is right with Ange, likely going to get a much better performance out of his players. I think, ahead of this North London derby, it's going to be very serious. Like you mentioned earlier, no laughing about, no kind of joking around. I think it is going to be very serious for Ange and the rest of this team. They do want to get a result. They want to repay, I think, the Spurs fans that sort of trust and show them that they are right. A team that won't back down, that they are a team that won't just roll over for a side like Arsenal. And I think, the substitutions could play a major role. That's something else that Sean mentioned there. So could be a Brendan Johnson late impact if he weren't to start, because Kulusevski is someone that you would prefer, I think, to start in this game. You know, Johnson has been that impact sub for us this season, as have other players like a Højbjerg and whatnot. And who knows, Richarlison might not even start the game, and he could come on and grab us, you know, some goals as well. And we needed somebody to go big. We needed somebody to give us a big prediction. It is Sean. Love this guy. And anything to say to his prediction there, Dave?
Yo, Jackie, speaking of substitutions, you know, we know Sean is an advocate for the academy. Well, Mikey Moore's been training with the first team for the last 2 weeks. You might just see him make the sub bench. I have a theory with Jack that Brian Gill, you know, there is rumours that he's on his way out. He might vacate that bench and Mikey Moore might come in. So you might get your wish after all. Is there a debut for the young kid? But Shawnee, 4-1, I mean, that'll be a roller coaster for me in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'll have 2 bottles in my hand shining to my Arsenal fans with Arsenal tears written all over it. Be absolutely brilliant. Big up, Shawnee, and thank you for your prediction, sir.
I'd have to make sure that Sean is still okay if he gets that prediction right. Yeah, with a 4-1, big up. And like you said, you know, he's not even the most confident, but he's not going to just, you know, predict a loss either. And that's the type of style that I am as well, Sean. I'm kind of in a similar bracket as yourself. Big up to you, sir. Let's move on to our other lovely member, another lovely OG, Martin Knightsbridge. Love this guy. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, Dave and Jax. Martin Knightsbridge here with my prediction for the North London Derby. I think it's going to be a bit of a basketball match, and you know, hopefully it goes our way, but I can see it just being a bit of a scatterball. And my prediction is I think we're going to win 3-1. I know you're going, Dave. I wish I was, but I'll be there for the watch along, and you know, I hope you have a great time, and come on, you Spurs.
3-1 from the OG Martin there. And look at that setup behind him, Dave. It's a fresh paint job, you can tell, I think, on the walls there. At least he's, you know, done a very good job and, you know, preserving, you know, that beautiful Spurs color as well. Like, I just love that office background that he has there, really outshowing me with my sort of hostage white background that I've usually had for the majority of these videos. I'm very jealous and very impressed, Martin. And I love that White Hart Lane N17 sign as well. It's looking good behind you, Martin. Nice training kit that I think he might have on too. God, I'm jealous, man. Really great score prediction, a 3-1. Definitely take that. Big up to you, sir. And any person that joins me for the watch along, I am very grateful, because I am going to be without my partner in crime, Davo. Ashmatic will be joining me. He's going to be a great substitute. Don't get me wrong, but we are going to be missing Dave, and we hope that he has a great time out there and can celebrate a 3-1 win in person. But anything to say to Martin there?
Yeah, first of all, great setup, great colour on the walls, by the way. I mean, I'm not an interior designer, but let's give him a round of applause. Great colour on the walls. What I will say, Martin, is a nice little sneaky peek into the man cave. Turn the camera the other way and show us the bar and everything else you've got the other side. But scatterball approach, Jack, I do think it could be that end-to-end at times. I think it's going to start off a little bit cagey, but I do think it could be an end-to-end game. I do think teams will, either side would look to go at each other, you know, on various different occasions. So, and when it's a big game like that, you know, and it's in a cauldron like it's going to be, anything can happen, you know. So I agree with Martin. Look, I'm expecting probably a 3-2, 4-3 sort of North London derby, to be brutally honest. I know Arsenal don't concede many goals, and I know we don't score many, but, like, form does go out the window, and you know, hunger can do things to a man. So let's see what it is, Martin. But great prediction. Really appreciate it, sir. And you have a big job on Sunday. You know, make sure you keep Jack honest in the chat, you know, but also make sure you help Jacko out. You know, make sure people are being kind. Make sure to do all the good stuff as well. So, Martin, we're relying on you. Big job Sunday, my man. Let's go.
You need to be my bodyguard during the watch log, sounds like, Martin, so please. And there's already the NBA playoffs going on, so I'm not sure if I can handle any more basketball games at this stage, but I definitely will take a 3-1 win. Big up to you, sir. And like Dave said, absolute incredible background. Like, I'm very jealous. And to hear it's not even the full picture. It's not even, you know, everything. There's more included that you're hiding from us. So big up, Martin. Good to see you, sir. Absolute OG. Let's move on here into the one and only DJ Samuel. Let's see what this kid has to say. Love DJ. Really do appreciate this guy. Our resident man out in North London as well, representing the Irish Hotspur family. Big up to this kiddo. Love DJ. See what he has to say.
Hi Spurs fans, this is DJ Samuel right here. This is my score prediction. I'm going for a 2-0 win. I'm going for Song and I'm going for Muro to score the goals and send them boys back where they belong, back to Woolwich, crying with their pants down. and not going to win the league either. So screw them.
I would definitely love that, DJ. And if anybody were to pull the Gooner pants down, I think it would be Romero, actually, DJ. So that's not a bad selection there. And I think, did he go for a 2-0? Is that what he went for there, Dave? A 2-0 that we'd be sending them back to Woolwich with?
Yeah, I think 2-0 or 2-1. But he lost me when he said send them back to where they belong. You know, that's exactly, I was waiting for someone to say that today. So big up on that DJ Samuel. But he also, you know, again, Jack, you know, there's two things that get my kryptonite going and I lose all concentration. And that's food and a rom bomb. And he's going to mention the other kryptonite of mine, and I really do hope it happens, DJ Samuel, because, you know, that heart that he sent out when he returned against West Ham and scored, that'll be sent out to me, and you guarantee I'll be jumping up, catching that. I cannot wait. I'd absolutely love a rom-bomb because the celebration would be wild. Let's go, DJ.
DJ speaking Dave's love language when it comes to Spurs with the rom bomb. Big up, DJ. Love you, man. And we're going to end it off with the Queen Ellie. Who else to end it off with but the Queen Ellie? Absolute terrific lady. Given me my first ever Spurs game experience, and anybody who ever comes across her, she's an absolute diamond of our community, our small little channel here, but also as well just the general Spurs content community. Big up to Ellie. Let's see what the Queen has to say.
Hello, David and Jack. This is your Queen Ellie Hoybier, the Queen of the Tottenham community. Yes, that's what I was crying. Now, let's get to the big one. The big one. The big one. It's the North London Derby. Bring it on, Arsenal. You're from South London. We're from North London. And guess what the score's going to be? We're going to beat you 3-2, you Gooners. We're going to send you packing back to Woolwich. And guess who's going to get the winner? Hoybier! Hoybier! Come on, you Spurs. Let's go and smash those Gooners back to South London.
A great
Come on,
energy
you Spurs.
from Ellie
Yes.
to end off with there. And it looked like, Dave, with that energy, she could probably literally go through a brick wall, I think, with that sort of energy that she's going into the North London Derby with. She's proper Spurs. She absolutely has it in her blood, I think, from the moment she was born, this lady does. And she's gone for a 3-2. I'm not sure if I've heard that prediction, a 3-2, but I feel like that's definitely not one I would rule out, because if you're going for a basketball type game, I think that definitely is a likely scoreline for it. And Højbjerg with a winner. He has been the impact sub. He has been our very good midfielder to come on late in games to add something different, as well as continue to put pressure on the opposition, Ellie. And perhaps it could be a long range distance, kind of effort from Højbjerg, and it buries in the back of the net from him. And Ellie is probably going to be then screaming louder than anybody if that were to happen. But a 3-2 win, and I'm loving her energy to end off with as well. It looks like she's about to go through a brick wall.
Oh, Jack, she's glowing. She's absolutely glowing and revved up and pumped to go. Look at the colour, the vibrancy of the colour in the top and everything, Jack. You can tell she is pumped up for this one. I love it. Love the energy and the enthusiasm, Ellie. This is what the North London Derby is all about. This is what it does to people. So thank you very much for showing that. Look, Højbjerg, a banger from Højbjerg would be the perfect parting gift. What a way to bow out from Pierre-Emile Zinedine Salzburg if he bowed out with a nice goal. But Ellie, I could not wait to meet you. Please bottle that energy up and unleash it game day when we meet each other, and let's get everybody going. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely love that.
Great one from Ellie, and great one from all the rest of our members here. Really do appreciate you guys taking the time to send one in. Also, as well, for bravely putting up a score prediction, because I don't think it's, like I said earlier, the most confident that we have been, this season going into a game as well, especially a North London Derby. But I do appreciate all of your guys' bravery and as well as your support for our channel here. And if you do want to at all feature in a similar type of thing for the future, if we were to do this again, feel free to grab a membership like they have and join our lovely community here. But big up to them. Absolute diamonds in this community of our family, friends. Really love these guys and our fellow members here. But any final words from yourself there, Davo?
Look, Jack, they've done their job, right? They've got me raring and they've got me pumped ready to go. So thank you very much. Look, some of you I'll see, some of you I won't. Unfortunately, biggest game of the season. Me and Jack are split up for this one. Half of you will be with Jack, half of you will be with me. But look, hopefully we get the win and we can still enjoy it together. Come on, you Spurs, and thank you. Come on, you Spurs. Everyone.
Send them back to South London, like plenty of the members said. Come on, you Spurs. In the Big Ange, we trust. We never stop.